we need the Holy Spirit. We need to be hungry for the Holy Spirit. Hunger. Some people come and say they have come to church, they don't receive the Holy Spirit baptism, and then they come pray in tongues and things like that. Hey, check your hunger level. The problem of the delay is your hunger level. If you are hungry, you shall receive the Holy Spirit. So check your hunger level. Say bye-bye to certain things, and the Holy Spirit will appear to you. Somebody like Paul, or at the time Saul, he was hungry for God. Sometimes we talk about Saul as a murderer, and then no. This was someone who was willing to kill people for God because he believed in God. He thought what he was doing, killing the disciples, he was actually working for God. He was a defender of Judaism, the defender of faith. We call them the apologetics, defenders of faith. Paul was hungry. What's your hunger level? People who are desirous of the Holy Spirit shall experience him. Jesus said that if we men know how to give good gifts to our children, how much more our Father in heaven, that if we ask of the Holy Spirit, he will not give us. So it is not difficult for the Father to give us the Holy Spirit. It's not difficult to. He wants us to have the Holy Spirit, but the hunger level. David said in Psalms 42 that, as the deer pants for the water brook, so my soul long for thee. You know, panting. The deer has searched all over. It sees a brook of water. Pants. David says early in the morning, I will sit upon my bed and meditate on your word. In bed, you meditate. Along the road, at work, you meditate. Every day, every time, wherever you find yourself. Look at the Ethiopian eunuch. When you pick Trotsky, what do you read? When you are going to school, what do you read? Today, if the eunuch had been here, he would have been in a car going somewhere. Is that not it? Because he was traveling in a cart. On a horse, probably, chariot. But the Bible said that he was reading the book of what? Isaiah. The eunuch was reading the book of Isaiah whilst he was traveling. When you go out and you are coming back home, do you read the Bible? So you see the hunger level. This man was reading Isaiah. He didn't understand, yet he was reading. The person who is hungry, God finds. God knows when you are hungry. Oh, do you want us to read? Go to the book of Acts, chapter 8, verse 25. And they, when they had testified and preached the word of the Lord, returned to Jerusalem and preached the gospel in many villages of the Samaritans. Verse 26. And the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go toward the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, an eunuch of great authority, under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for to worship, was returning and sitting in his chariot and reading Isaiah the prophet. So you see, he was in his chariot, and God instructed Philip to go there. I'm saying the man that is hungry is easily located by God. Just be hungry. Show a certain level of hunger. This man was a Gentile, was not a Jew, but because of his hunger, God sent an angel to go to Philip and died. You see, God was very specific. Remember that Philip was somewhere, and the Bible said, verse 29, then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot. Specific instruction. Why do you think is the case? The eunuch was hungry. One of the ways you know someone is hungry is searching the scriptures. You want to speak in tongues. How much information do you have about it? Have you been asking questions concerning tongue speaking? You want to do the miracles of Jesus. If we want to do that, it starts from being hungry, regardless of who you are, irrespective of the person you are, regardless of your background, your educational background, your academic level. God is no respecter of person. You just have to be hungry. The eunuch was hungry, and the Holy Spirit told Philip that go near and join yourself. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. Hungry. He desired that Philip would join him and interpret the word to him. He desired. You see the difference? You are compelled to come to church. But for this man, it is the reverse. So it's more like the pupils or the student pursuing the teacher for knowledge. Are you hungry for the Holy Spirit?